Hello. Hi, everyone. I am making a paper bag pumpkin, and I'm just wadding up my newspaper. How are you guys? I'm going to stuff it in there. I'll show you later. I was going to show you guys how to make a paper bag pumpkin. But now I have my newspaper in there. We'll do that later, okay? And I'll let you know. We'll make one of those together. I'll show you how to do that. But right now I would love to sing the bread and butter. Remember that? And we say hello in different ways. You guys know that one. Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello as quietly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello as loudly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello as quickly as we can. Hello. Let's try that again. Ready? Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello as slowly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello as high-pitched as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello. Bread and butter. What are some other ways? Let's see. Aha. How about let's say hello. Bonjour. That is French. Let's say bonjour in French if we can. Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello in French if we can. Bonjour. Or how about Japanese? Konnichiwa. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello in Japanese if we can. Konnichiwa. Very fun. And some people say hello, they just wave. They don't say anything. I know. Let's say hello like Charlie if we can. So how do you say hello, Charlie? He waves. Yeah. Oh, look at him. He just waves and shakes his head. He loves to say hello with his hands. He doesn't say anything. So let's do that like Charlie. Say hello like Charlie. Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello like Charlie if we can. There we go. That's so fun. There's so many ways to say hello, and it's so important to say hello when people say, hi, how are you? Or they wave at you. It's very important to be friendly back and wave and say hello, because sometimes we just sit there, and if we don't say hello, they think we're unfriendly maybe. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to say hello too when someone says hello to you. You might not want to say anything, but it's very kind to say hello. Well, you know what? I was making the painted pumpkin because I was thinking about a lot of pumpkins, okay? I thought the reason I like to make these paper bag pumpkins, because sometimes I have a lot of pumpkins at my house and sometimes I don't. So sometimes I like to make a whole bunch like we do at the school. Sometimes we'll make several pumpkins, and the way we do it is in the paper bag. But it reminded me of this story, and it's called 16 Runaway Pumpkins. And if you think about pumpkins running away, I'm not sure. If you look on the picture, there's a lot of pumpkins. It looks like maybe they were in the wagon. I don't know, but I'm very curious. How about you? So book is written by Diane Ochiltree, illustrated by Anne Sophia LaQuinty. 16 Runaway Pumpkins. It's harvest time in the pumpkin patch. Sam tells Gramps, "Hooray, hooray, I'll pick you lots of pumpkins. I'll fill up my wagon." So there's Gramps, and here's Sam, and he's got his wagon full, ready to fill up with his pumpkins. Sam finds one tiny pumpkin, then a plump one. So one tiny pumpkin, and then a bigger one. Plump. Plump means big. Full pumpkin. Sam dumps them into the wagon. She counts the pumpkins. Oh, wait a minute. I think we missed a part. She finds one tiny one and a plump one. Sam has two. She sees two more under a vine playing peekaboo. So she adds one, two more. Sam dumps them into the wagon. She counts the pumpkins. There are 4 of them. Thump, bump together. There's plenty of room to spare. 1, 2, 3, 4. She plunks 4 chunky pumpkins next to the other 4. So she puts 4 more. There's 4, and she adds 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 more pumpkins. 8 pumpkins chunked together. Can Sam double her pumpkin score? So there was 4. Now there's 8. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. Can she double her pumpkin score? She stacks 8 lumpy pumpkins on the 8 pumpkin clump inside. Oh boy. There we go. 1, 2. Oh, that's a lot. 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's getting full. 6, 7. Sticking to my finger, isn't it? 7. Woof. 8. 8 plus 8. 16 pumpkins slam jammed together. It's one jiggly wiggly ride. There is 16 pumpkins in this wagon. The wagon wobbles and the wagon tips. Pumpkins slip out from behind. "Look out!" Sam shouts as each pumpkin becomes the heel-rolling bowling ball kind. Uh-oh, this is not good, friends. Now, whoosh, the pumpkins pick up speed. They tumble, they rumble, they glide. They're on a roll out of control, on a stump-bumping, ditch-jumping slide. 8 pumpkins skate past Gramps' garden gate. 4 dash through the open front door. Uh-oh. They're flying pumpkins everywhere. They're rolling, crashing down. Whew. Look at them falling. What are they gonna do now? Sam runs after the runaway pumpkins that skid on Gramps' clean kitchen floor. Uh-oh, what a mess. Gramps winks at Sam. Don't worry, he says. About a cracked pumpkin or two. He hands Sam a spoon and an old flannel shirt. Hey, I had a spoon yesterday when I was digging in my pumpkin, and I was wishing I had an old shirt because it was really messy. What do you suppose they're going to do with a spoon and an old shirt? He hands Sam a spoon and an old flannel shirt. I know just what we can do. Pots and pans rattle. Egg beaters fly. In double time, Sam helps bake pie after pie. Aha! What a great idea to turn the pumpkins, all the smashed pumpkins, into pies. Whew. That gives me an idea. I had a whole bunch of pumpkins yesterday. I could take the insides. Remember how I was going to save the seeds? I could take the pumpkin and bake some pumpkin pies. I think I will do that. Sam's family comes to the table. Forks are raised with happy sigh. Then Sam and her kin dig in with a grin. They all feast on Sam's pumpkin pie. That is so fun. I am very excited to know about that. About the pumpkin, inside the pumpkin. I can make some pumpkin pie. What a fabulous idea. And whoa, I think Sam had, do you remember how many pumpkins he had in our story? Yeah, first he had 2, and then he got 2 more, right? And then 2 plus 2, that was 4. Then he got 4 more. 4 plus 4 was 8. And then he got 8 more. 8 plus 8 was 16. And that is probably why they called it the 16 runaway pumpkins, because there was so many runaway pumpkins. And what did we find out at the end of our story, what they did with the runaway pumpkins? They made pumpkin pie, didn't they? Yay, that's so fun. Well, let's do our letter. I wanted to sing the Itsy Bitsy Spider today. And I also want to do our letter of the week. Do we remember what that was? Remember the letter D? Dee Dee Deer likes to say the sound of the letter D, and because he has little ears, he goes D, 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 deer, and D, dog, D, door. So the letter D looks like this, D. Dee Dee Deer loves the letter D, D. Can you think of more sounds to the letter D? D, D, dinosaur, D. There's lots of D words. Let's get our songs out and sing about the Itsy Bitsy Spider. I was thinking about spiders. Right now there's so many spiders coming in from outside. Why do you think they're coming in from outside? Why do you think we're seeing spiders inside? Do you think maybe the spiders are coming in to get warmer? That's what I think. In the wintertime, they do not like to be outside. So I've been seeing a lot of inside spiders And it made me think of the Itsy Bitsy Spider song. That's so fun. So get your spiders ready. The Itsy Bitsy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the eensy weensy spider went up the spout again. And then we like to sing the big humongous spider. He's big like this. And the big humongous spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the big humongous spider went up the spout again. That is so fun. Well, I promised you guys I would show you about this silly bag I was stuffing with some newspaper. You guys could do this at home if you have a bag. And you stuff it. So this is called a paper bag pumpkin. And what I like to use is, I like some orange paint. And of course our paper bag. And then we'll get some, there's our, I think I'm going to try some green too. Because if you remember, on the pumpkin I had yesterday, Mrs. Lopes took it home, and her friend, her grandchildren played with it. Yeah, so they got to put the puzzles together. This orange and green. So there you have it. You have some paint. You have your bag. And I like to, I'm just going to hold this down there. I'm not sure if you can see very well, but let's just keep it right here. So I'm going to take my orange paint and I'm going to paint around the pumpkin and make it all orange. And you kind of have to get in the grooves, or you can do whatever you want because it's your pumpkin. I like to get in the grooves. Yeah, so then once, and I think I'll put that pumpkin I had yesterday had some green. Still had a little bit of green. It was turning orange, but if you have any paint at home, maybe you might have some paint, but I like to make it kind of orangish, green in spots, and then put more. You can do it however you want. I'm going to set this yarn down because it's kind of hard. Yeah, and so when you have it all painted how you want, so I think I'll add some orange here. You can take a string and you tie it off. You can let it dry, and then you tie your string around it, because you don't want to put your string on before you paint it, because this is the vine and it might get in your paint. But I'm going to try it here. You might want to dry yours first. It's up to you, because like I said, it's your pumpkin. And then you can tie it and tie another one together, and you can make a whole bunch. Maybe your brother or sister, or maybe mom and dad want to make one. And you can have a whole pumpkin patch of your own at your house with a little paper bag and some orange paint. That is so fun, because then you can have 16, but don't let them run away. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and sing our I'm Very Glad You Came Today. Charlie wants to sing with us. All right, ready? I'm very glad you came today. I'm very glad you came. I'm very glad you came today. I'm very glad you came. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. glad you came. Glad you came. Very glad you came today. I'm very glad you came. Okay, friends, I love you guys and you take care. I'm so glad you came. And next week, we will have some more fun stories and sing some songs. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.